What's up guys, Kevin or the Sports Geek here, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the Sports Geek Pro model at FantasyLabs for NFL Week 15, and we're going to take a look at the tight end position again this week. So we've had a couple good weeks the past couple weeks looking at these different positions on the model. Last week was wide receivers. We hit some good ones: Emmanuel Sanders, Pierre Garçon, Odell Beckham had a decent game. I talked about Demaryius Thomas in that video as well. He had a good game. Kenny Britt had a decent game. So overall, pretty good with those picks. Hope to follow that up this week with some good tight end picks. So if you guys are familiar with the Sports Geek model, you might already know this, but basically, especially for the tight end position, we're getting value players that rise to the top. So there is guys that aren't rated high here that I will be taking. A lot of guys that are over 4K for tight end that I will be playing quite a bit this week, but I also want to try to find some value tight ends as well. And I think this model is good for helping you find some value plays. So starting off, we got the highest rated player here, Jermaine Gresham from the Cardinals. He's facing New Orleans. The Cardinals are at home. It's expected to be a high scoring game. And Gresham's been playing pretty well lately. If you look at his past 5 games, 9 or more DraftKings points, past 4 games, 9 or more DraftKings points in each of them. His last 3 games targeted 7, 6, and 10 times. So he's getting a lot more targets in the second half of this season. And he's putting up some DraftKings points to go with it. He's catching a lot of balls that are thrown to him. He's looked good out there. So I think at min price, he's a great play tight end if you want to go cheap. Next up here, Eric Ebron. He's in New York against the Giants. The Giants aren't great against tight ends, so I think this might be a good spot for him. I'm not sure how much exposure I'll have to him, but I think he is a pretty good play at 3,700. If you look at his game log, he's had some big games, multiple games over 10 DraftKings points, a couple here over 15, back-to-back weeks with 16. He hasn't been doing as much lately, but overall, a very athletic tight end that could have a big game in New York, reasonably priced at 3,700. So he's someone I'll look at. Probably won't have too much exposure to, but I'll throw him in a couple lineups for sure. These guys here, they're probably worth a look. I probably won't have too much exposure to them. Delanie Walker, I might. I'm just not really sold on him against Kansas City right now. I think Tennessee kind of might struggle a little bit in Kansas City, putting up points. So I'm not sure what I'll do with Walker. I do like him getting down to 3,900, but just don't love the matchup. So he's someone you might want to look at, but I didn't feature in this video. The third tight end here is Cameron Brate, 3,800. This is going to be the Sunday night football game in Dallas. Dallas isn't great against tight ends, and Winston likes to throw to Brate quite a bit. If you look at his game log, these past 7 games, 5 or more targets in 6 of them. He's had games of 11, 15, 21, 20 DraftKings points, and 3 games, if you go back to September, 3 games over 20 DraftKings points. So for a tight end that costs 3,800, in a pretty good matchup, I think he's definitely worth a look this week. And then the last play here, this is pretty much a flyer pick that I wouldn't have too much exposure to, but if you need another min-price tight end, this would be my next favorite, Daniel Brown for Chicago. So if you look at his game log here, he's had basically 3 games as the pass-catching tight end for Chicago since Zach Miller went down. So he had 4 targets, 3 catches, 24 yards, and a touchdown. 2 targets, caught both of those for 13 yards, and then last week he had 6 targets, caught all 6 for 42 yards. So it seems like he catches pretty much everything thrown to him. He put up 10 DraftKings points last week. Green Bay is pretty soft against the tight end, so he would be someone that I'd be looking at for a min-price tight end, probably after Gresham. So I wouldn't want too much exposure to either of these min-price tight ends, but I think they are worth it for trying to pay up at running back and wide receiver and even quarterback this week. So those are the 4 tight ends that I'm liking that are ranking high in the Sports Geek model. Hope you guys found this video helpful. As always, hit that thumbs up button if you like these videos, and good luck. Hope you guys win some money this week. Cheers.